feel like you guys responded the right way in some of the areas you were focused on?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know how many charges we had today, but we definitely protected the paint more. That was a big emphasis in the Charlotte game.
10 boards in that first quarter.
Yeah. A lot of misses, I would say. I had a couple offensive rebounds there, and then, just trying to do my job.
That's the third 20 rebound game you've had this week.
Mm-hmm.
Is that surprising, or are you just doing what you do?
Surprising. I mean, I guess, it's easier when we're getting stops. The team misses, and then there's more chances. If we're not getting stops or we're not winning, then they're making the ball, taking the ball out of under the hoop.
Domas, I know it was your dad's birthday earlier this week. How much has he really influenced your game? I saw some highlights, and he was throwing some behind the back passes, just some stuff that you probably aspire to do as well.
Yeah, of course. Growing up as a kid, that's who I looked up to, and wanted to model my game towards his. We're different kind of players in some sense, but a lot of things were similar. So I try to take as much as I can from him.
How did it feel to hit that triple-double in front of your dad today?
Good. I've had a couple back in my career. I've done a couple in front of him, and he actually won a triple-double for his birthday last game. So I hope this makes up for it.
Is this the best ball you've played in your career?
Yeah, I think I'm just there doing my job. Coaches are putting me in right positions. And I'm trying to take advantage of it. The team did a great job with the summer of putting a lot of shooters around me, so it definitely makes it easier. People keep going under Keegan. It's nothing special. It's an easy dribble handoff, and he's doing his job at knocking it down.
On LeBron, being in the fraternity of NBA players, what's it like to play against him, and what do you make of just the longevity and what he's doing at this point in his career?
I mean, it's insane. He had another 30 ball against us tonight. At that age, at year 20, coming out and doing this, being consistent. Like people say, no excuses. Like his main guys are out. He's there trying to lead the team with a bunch of young, talented guys. Doing this his 20th year. So it's very impressive. It's very impressive.
I don't know if you tend to look at your own stats much, but at this point, do you feel like you'll hover around 20 rebounds every single game?
I don't know. Like you said, it happened this week a couple times, but like I said, once we're getting stops, then there's more rebounds to get. If we're not getting stops, sometimes there's stretches where I might get a lot in a couple minutes and then might go then the next 3 quarters with a couple only. But that's because if we're not getting stops, there's not rebounds too.
I also wonder too, like when that happens, is it because do you need almost more help rebounding because you're putting too much on yourself when
No, yeah, it definitely depends. Like if I start the game with a lot of rebounds, then maybe they send 2 guys at me. Other games I'm guarding guys like Brook Lopez who's out of the paint, and then I can't get rebounds as much. I'm out, or we have defenses where I'm blitzing, let's say the Suns, and we're blitzing Devin Booker. I'm out. I'm not the one getting the rebound, and our smaller guards are boxing out the big guy. So it just depends. It's a group effort, and some days depending on the team, I'm more in the paint, and that's where I can get more.
Have you had time to talk to Nimi about just sort of what's expected and give him hints and
Oh yeah, of course. I talked to him. I love him. I think he's a great kid. He's been working really hard, ever since I got traded here, and I'm happy he's having a chance to show his skills.
All right, thanks guys.
Appreciate it.